What is up, everybody? We have got another first-timer on the show. We've got Bobby Delgado from Cuatro Barbecue. And then later in the show, we're going to have Jenn Sewell from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. But you know what we got to do, what Ty has to do before we get started with any of this. Let's get out that timer, Ty.
Somebody go buy four.
I'll go buy another bike.
I'm Josh Hale reporting about Hi, Josh Day.
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
Well, hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpig Barbecue, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smokin Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
Hey, what's up, Gooder Gang? I'm Curtis McBlain.
And I'm Andrew Stewart.
And we're the Mullet Shakers from Atkins, Texas.
And you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
All righty. What is up? Shout out to the Mullet Shakers. Shake your mullet. Yes, absolutely. And Curtis and Drew were our special guests last week on the show. So there it goes. Full circle. All right. What is up, Gooder Gang? You know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, and you know where to be, and that is right here watching the very best fake internet barbecue show on the planet. That's right. You're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show. I am your host, Rob Arocha, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you found us. However, you are checking us out. Tony Tanachi's already in the house. All right. I love it. A lot of you guys are on Facebook, as I can see. Some of you guys, one of you is on Twitch, and a few more of you guys are on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you Gooder Gang members. You guys are awesome. If y'all have not checked out the new hats, we're sold out. We are sold out. Thank you to the guys that have purchased those. I will get with Dustin and Julie over at We Branded Promotions and get more, because those things are like hotcakes. They were gone pretty quick. I just finally got them out the door for everybody. So if you haven't received it, you will be seeing it real shortly. And if you see me and you purchased one, which nobody has, they're all done. I've distributed them all. So I appreciate each and every one of you that supported that. That is a fine looking lid. I love this. Awesome. Yeah, there's the logo right there. Ty is on it. We Branded Promotions, Miss Julie, Stanley, and Dustin kicking butt over there. So if you guys need anything, apparel, the Royals coming up, right? So if you want to look good, cook good, contact Julie over at We Branded Promotions, and they will get you hooked up. All right. What is the order of business tonight? Well, we've got Bobby Delgado. He's already in the house with Cuatro D Barbecue and Drum Smokers. We'll talk to him. We'll get to introduce him to all of you guys, because this is his first time on the show. I love bringing new blood, new people onto the show. So we'll have Bobby on here in just a moment. And then later in the show, we're going to have Jen, possibly, because me and Ty are trying to figure her connection out. We may have her on. She's supposed to be on. We'll see how that works out. She's in the sticks, people, and the Wi-Fi is not all that great out there. So hopefully Jen will be on to talk about the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic coming up next week, which I will be at. And there's lots of information that she needs to share, as there's all venue change, the sanctioning body change. So we need to get her on. So hopefully that'll happen a little later in the show. And then, of course, we have we're gonna hear Bobby's Mount Rushmore, who his barbecue homie is. We've got the Rate My Box. Quite a few of you sent some in already. Do not send any more. I got plenty already for this evening. And then we are going to have the reveal of the July and August power rankings. And let me tell you, there's a shakeup. There's a big shakeup. So you'll get to see that. I don't know when I'll put that on. You guys love to hear about that. So that's about it. What else is going on with me? What's up, Carlos? We'll give a shout outs to the Gooder Gang here in just a moment. But if you guys are cooking out in this heat, hopefully this weekend is going to be a lot less of a fire oven as it was last weekend. 110 in most places, some over that. So you guys stay hydrated out there if you are cooking. Diane gave me some of this liquid IV. That works very well. And I didn't want to leave my trailer. It's hot. So if I did not visit last weekend over in Crosby, that is why. Didn't want to get too far away from the trailer. Stacy Brenneman was cooking next to me. I think I saw him. Like, we were literally 20 feet away from each other, if that. And I hardly saw him. We were both in our trailers the entire time. So anyway, if you guys are cooking, do that. But speaking of Crosby, that was a fun event. Kids Kicking Cancer. We'll go over that in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Shout out to Bill Purvis. Spoiler alert, he won. He had a big eventful weekend, so we'll go over everything that happened with Bill a little later in the show as well when we do the wrap-up recap. Let's see. Is there anything else going on? That's about it. I think that's my order of business for this evening. I'm going to bring on my producer, Ty. He never knows when I'm going to do this to him. What's up, Ty? How are you, buddy?
What's happening? How you doing?
It's good to see you out on the barbecue trail this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to pop on. I was washing dishes for Tom Clark with JC's Good Old Boys, and we were about 50 yards away from each other, and we didn't walk that distance between us. We stayed in the coolness.
It was
as
hot,
much as we could anyway.
It was hot. It's like brutal hot. I mean, I've lived in Texas all of my life, in Houston specifically, most of my life. And you can recall seeing some 100-degree, 101 temps, but not like 105 on the regular.
Sustained daily 107 in the car. Ugh.
Dropping down to a real nice, cool 87 degrees, and then it just gets hot again. So if you guys are cooking, please take care of yourself. That is important. But it was good to see you out there, Ty, cooking over there with JC's.
I had fun. It was fun to be out there with Tom.
Awesome. Well, we'll bring you back a little later in the show. Anything you're looking forward to, buddy, before we get started?
I'm looking good to hearing from Bobby. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I've not heard that much about him. I've seen the team name, so I'm excited to hear from him.
Yeah. He's been doing well. The last couple months, he is killing it, and so we'll get to hear his secrets out there here in just a minute. All right, Ty. Well, thank you very much, and great job on the opening, my man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got you.
All right, I know it. All right, well, here's the time that we give shout outs to you guys, the people that support this show, the people that we affectionately call the Gooder Gang. Thank you very much for watching this show. Who was first in? Carlos Calzada. He's back. I think he's back from, where'd you go, Carlos? In New York? He is back. Sup, Gooder Gang? Can't wait for the power rankings. Yes, this show will be 2 hours. We got lots of information to cover tonight. Johnny Maggs checking in from the East Coast. What is up? There's our boy, Christian Contreras. I hope you're doing well, my man. Thanks for watching. Let's go, Gooder Gang. Larry Vaughn checking in from northbound, waiting on this show. All right. He's not in South Jersey today. Kevin Hernandez. What's up, Gooder Gang? Hector Cienega. What's up, buddy? Jared McCrory's in. Brian Fox is in. We've got Uwe Braun. He just GC'd. Was it last weekend? Congratulations, Uwe. Carly, what's up, sweet Carly? How are you? We got Smoking and Toasting. Curtis McBlain. Did you see your opening, Curtis? What's up? Trey's Barbecue in the house. Chuck and Vanessa in the house. Tony Tanache. Started early with the BS. What's the BS? What did I do? ZZ Top fan. I love some ZZ Top, man. I'm a ZZ Top fan too. Stephen Peacock. Hello. CB Barbosa. What's up? Brandon Perryman. What's up, Brandon? I appreciate all the interaction lately, man. This guy's new to the show, I think. But good seeing your name. Speaking of power rankings, anybody got a spare 30 amp plug asking for a friend? Yeah, I think he's alluding to old Bill Purvis. Kent, Daddy Dutch in the house. Chris Davis just tearing it up over in KCBS land. Adam Martinez, get up, Chucky. What's up, Brent? That's a new name. Hello, Brent. How are you? Michelle, all Michelle's product. It's go time. Danny Regan from Hell Yeah Barbecue. Hope you're doing well, my man. I hung out with Danny. I know he's fine. I did not get an update on Case. For those that do not know, Case has been in the hospital. He posted a little bit, so I'm not sharing anything I shouldn't post or share. But Case Hahn, y'all say a prayer for our good buddy, one of my show partners from the Get, Case Hahn. He's been in the hospital. I think he's out, but yeah, he had some health issues that he's going to have to deal with. We're all praying for you, buddy. Hope everything is okay. And I did reach out. I'm hoping that you would call me later. All right. Best intro so far. Oh, the Mullet Shakers. I think he liked the Mullet Shakers. Or Corn Dog. No, he liked Corn Dog King. Bell Clark, what is up? Checking in. Hi, Gooder Gang. Who else we got? Rhett is in the house. Renee Gonzalez. There's the wife checking in right next door. I just saw her. Louie Gonzalez. Chris Main. What's up, Chris? Sarah Ann. Hello, Miss Sarah. Stacy Hale. Yo, back at you. Bill Purvis. There he is. You were in my trailer during chicken boxes. Yes, I was. First place chicken, by the way. Totally unexpected, though, to me walking in there. I was not chicken, Bill. Trailer fried barbecue. That's a good one. That is a good one. Runaway chicken, runaway trailer. Let's see. Here we go. Serge in the house. Tony back. All right. Michael's sister. Man, you guys are awesome. Aaron Leslie, what's up, bitches? Miguel Acosta, excuse me. James Dodson. What's up, James? All right. Let's get through this. Joey, Aaron Cruz, Ricardo, Steve, Patrick. Man, you guys are awesome. Case on, there he is right there. Hoping to go home tomorrow. So sorry, I forgot to call back. All right. I'm glad. Oh, he's still in the hospital? Case, you're still in there? Well, at least you got some good entertainment to keep you busy, my man. Rangers have sucked since I checked in. Yes. Did they win? Are they losing? I think they were losing earlier. Prayers for Case. Absolutely. Unblock Case. Let's unblock whatever you got going on, Case. All right. Corn Dog King in the house. There he is. Josh Hale. Did you see your opening? Well, fuck me, huh? I don't know what you mean. What are you doing? Oh, his intro. I still need your intro. And there he is. Brian Fox. Or Hector for Brian Fox. There you go. All right. Thank you, Gooder Gang, 79 people in to watch Bobby, to introduce Bobby. Bobby's already nervous, and now you got 80,000 people ready, and he's laughing in the background. It's time to get him on right after Ty. Can you play our sponsor role, Ty? We got to give a shout out to these amazing sponsors that help put this show on for us as well. I put him on the spot. He's going to shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors. Rectag, Smokin Magic, Cosmos Q Products, KNR Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton Texas Pit Barbecue, Frisco Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and The Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. Absolutely. We have amazing sponsors that support the show, and producer Ty will be highlighting them throughout the show in the corner. So y'all stick there and please support these guys, man. These guys are supporting Competition Barbecue, and they're supporting us as what we do. We go out there each and every week, and they put out some great products. So please support them, guys. Anybody that scrolls on there, and there's a lot of great products that support us. And so we only have some of the best out there, if the best. Bobby is the godfather. All right, let's get it. Let's do it. Bring him on. We've got Mr. Bobby Delgado from Cuatro D Barbecue. What's happened, my man? Good to see you on the show. How are you feeling? How you doing?
Thanks for having me, man. Thank you.
Oh, it's been a long time coming, man. You've been doing very well out on the circuit right now. You seem to be having a good time doing this thing. What do you like about barbecue, man? What's the one? Let's break it down to something simple. What do you love about barbecue?
I love it, man. I mean, everything about it. I mean, from cooking in the backyard to cooking, I mean, I've been doing this for so long. I grew up doing it all my life, I've been cooking all my life with family, and then heck, all the family gatherings, and it seemed like every family gathering, always ended up on the grill and taking care of business there. And with work, man, I've been in the oil field since 2010.
Nice.
And one of the biggest jobs I had to go do out there was take care of business and take care of customers, cooking for them. So, and finally jumped into it with, I've always wanted to compete in barbecue, and man, finally got into it. So.
Awesome. Well, how did you get into it? Introduce yourself for people that do not know who you are, where you're from, how long you've been cooking all your life, but how long you been in the circuit, man?
I started right at COVID. So I decided to go do a cook-off right when COVID started.
Yeah.
I'm Bobby Delgado, Cuatro D Barbecue out of San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio.
We, believe it or not, Brian had just opened his barbecue store, Brian Crawford, and he's just right down the street from me. And we got to meet, get to know each other pretty good. And then Chris Davis was working with them there. And man, my office was just right down the street from him. And I'd end up every day. I'd go there, and when you go to Brian's, the first thing he asks is, "Hey, you want a beer?"
I want a beer. Yeah, I've been in there.
And shit, I'd go in there and I didn't want to buy anything. I just wanted to go drink some beer, So, anyways, the guys, I'd get all excited, go in there. We talk barbecue, and finally, I decided I wanted to go for it. So we had that was in 2020 was the Traders Village, the showdown in Traders Village.
Oh, that's a big contest. That was your first one?
Yeah, and I went ahead and tried it out. And man, I had this big old offset trailer. I took over there, rented an RV, and went and tried it out, man. And I tell you what, I went ahead and competed, and that was one of the. It was a whole game changer. It wasn't nothing what I do on a regular basis. So I went ahead and took a break and waited for about 4 or 5 months and went out there and actually Andy Lugo lived right down the road from me, and I took his class. I wanted to learn how to trim and inject the brisket, and we'd talk here and there, and I jumped right into it, and I waited a couple of months, and I went ahead and I got with him, and I got it cooking, and I was doing it more. I practiced more at home than I did before I went out, and cooked, and then got to figure it out, man. And I jumped into IBCA. We started cooking. Actually, well, let me go back. COVID hit, and
you need a shot, bro. Months. You got any alcohol in there? You need a shot. Somebody said this isn't a job interview. Relax.
Yeah, I know.
You're good. You're good, man. It's just us boys talking. I know. I probably made you more nervous when I said 80,000. There's not. There's only 100,000.
Anyways, man. So I got into it, and I tell you what, the wife and I, it was something we wanted to do. We had fun doing it. We got into IBCA. And man, everything just fell into place, getting those tips here and there from some buddies that I was meeting throughout every you know how it is. You go to a competition and meet, especially the new guy coming in, you meet a new person at every cook-off, and we just, and I think I got a first place fajitas.
Oh,
and a final table on a rib, and that was it. You're
hooked.
I was hooked, ready to go. And man, we cooked IBCA for the first year and did really good. We were, in walking in 2 or 3 meets every comp, and then it's been nonstop since then. We jumped out of IBCA, did some CBA, back and forth, and so it's the wife and I would enjoy doing it. We love doing it, and like I said, it's just we go out. The more we want, the more we wanted to keep doing it, So
yeah, it's it gets you when it gets the hooks in you. It's hard to stop, man. He's a salesman. He can talk all day. Wife's checking in. Hey, bro, pass the wire. I first started. I think I met you guys at the Uvalde cook-off, if I'm not mistaken, or it was also in San Antonio. It
was at the rodeo.
Was it the rodeo when I met you guys? I remember being at what's the one in San Antonio? Not the Texas Trophy Hunters one.
Yeah,
yeah.
At the rodeo, so it was at the rodeo first. That one's in March. You were walking around with Rennie Gonzalez, and
yes,
you wanted to do an interview. Man, I did everything I could to walk away from you.
That's right. I had my camera going. It was me. That's right. Yeah, me and Rennie were walking around, and you were up there with Hector. Is that correct? And Brian and all that group.
I was there with yeah.
Okay,
sure, we're all there together. I went there. Oscar Garcia invited me.
Yes.
That's where it got into where you couldn't register, or you had to know somebody to get in there. So Oscar had bought his way in and made it in there, and invited me to come in, and I did a jackpot, and I think I ran chicken that time. So, but yeah, that was, and then I got to see you a couple months later at that Trophy Hunters in March.
Awesome. Well, I always like to know the origin story. So Brian, I guess, kind of got you into this thing.
Brian, because like I said, his store is right down the street from the office. So we'd go in there and just talk barbecue. I'd go in there and look at the stuff. I was still new to all of this, So talking with Chris, talking with Brian, talking just different people to come into the store, and we just jumped into it. I'd get more comfortable with it. I'll be honest with you, man. There was times it'd be Thursday and I'd be freaking out. I wanted to compete so bad, but it'd be Thursday and my wife's like, we haven't even taken off yet. You're already freaking out. And so yeah, I got, believe it or not, it's probably been till I started doing a lot better that I got comfortable and I wouldn't get so nervous going out there, you know. I'd go out there and I see these guys and coming in like, man, chinga, you know, it's gonna be a tough one, you know. But and when we jumped into CBA, man, it seemed like every freaking competition was 100+ teams, you know.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see all these guys that are now my, you know, good barbecue buddies, to see them just boom, hit it 1, 2, 3, you know, and I'll be like, man, one day I'll be up there, you know. I'd like to be in that, you know, and so, man, the more we got into it, the more people I met. It just, I mean, from going to the Royal, going to all these big competitions, and
it's pretty cool, man. It's really
awesome.
neat.
It is.
It's a great community. So you said you've been cooking all your life. What was one of those shell shock moments, or what surprised you the most from being a cook? You said you cook you know how to cook barbecue, right? You've been doing it all your life. You've been cooking for your crews and all your people over there at your job. What, Case, take care of yourself. What was like one of the big things that you were like shocked to learn about? What was one of the, you know, maybe one or two things that when you started doing competition barbecue, what were you like, okay, this is way different, or was it the same?
No, I went out there and I mean, but like wrapping, the finishing, you know, we're used to going over there and throwing salt and pepper and you know, just a few, the basics.
What's
Lorry's, all I knew was salt and pepper and some
garlic powder, baby.
Yeah, garlic powder. Let's go. You know, I mean, I didn't know anything about. We wouldn't wrap and spritzing and doing this and that, and yeah, like I said, my first competition, I had a big old rack of spare ribs, and I called Chris Davis, who was next to me. I called him over and I said, "Hey man, does this look all right?" He's like, "Dude, how the hell are you gonna wrap your ribs like that?" And he helped me out, and I had Oscar Garcia was there with me, he helped me out too as well. And like I said, man, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, when you're cooking backyard or, you know, just for your buddies or whatever, you're gonna try to use everything you got, you know, to give them. So here, you know, your ribs, you get a big old rack of ribs and you cutting them down and squaring them out and getting 6, 7, or, you know, even 9 ribs, and the whole wrapping and finishing. And I'll be honest with you, for a while, the first year we got into this, the whole finishing part was, you know, was a big thing for me, you know.
Yeah, people have said it on the show. That's where you get into the top 10 is on that finishing on that table once you're all done.
Exactly. I've noticed where we can get a piece of, I mean, we get something that I thought, you know, was well injected and good flavors and the different seasonings was good enough, and then you go to taste something when it's time to finish, and it's like, holy shit, there's nothing.
Chris Davis says those ribs were colossal, bro.
Yeah,
what's up, Brett? How you doing, Brett? Bobby, is Bobby on mute? Can't see his eyes. No, he's not on mute. You can hear. If you guys have questions for Bobby, I saw Michelle asked, "Do I have questions?" I do, but if you all have some really cool questions, because I know Bobby just by cooking with him, and we visit, you know, at a contest that. So if you guys, I know you're part of that AMP crew, and you guys really hang out together, and I love seeing that camaraderie with all your group. You got a lot of San Antonio crew over there. So who I know DD Barbecue, San Antonio, My Pits Are Burning. Y'all are building a nice
right there.
Y'all are building a nice barbecue crew, man. I love seeing DD come in, Kevin, who came in and just on fire. Both those guys have been on the show, but talk about the barbecue scene in San Antonio and what are you seeing out there with the teams that are in that area?
I mean, it's been great, man. You know, me and Kevin, we've been cooking quite a bit together. CB kind of fell off there. You know, he was kind of cooking with us quite a bit. There for a little while, it was me, Uncle Vic, Hector, Lobo's Den.
Yeah, Lobo's Den.
I mean, we were just everywhere we went. You know, we'd be, since them guys are coming in a little bit out of town. You know, we'd make sure, hey, let's save you a spot. You know. My Pits Are Burning, Kevin. We always kind of stuck together, help out. Some of us have taken a little break here and there, but we all keep in touch.
Yep.
Uncle Vic, Hector, we Lobos, then we keep up with each other. They're coming back.
It's a great group of cooks. Y'all seem to be all boys and ladies. There's some ladies out in San Antonio too. I know. Isn't Jackie in that area too? Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, they're just right down the road and right outside of Poteet.
It's great. It's great to see you guys that are coming. There he is, right there. Uncle Vic's in the house right now. I love seeing you guys. Like I said, the camaraderie and the way you guys. Oh my God, Reggie Q's in that group too.
Yeah, he is right down the road too. Yeah, Reggie's got, man. He's coming. We keep in touch as much as we can. Running some of his seasonings. He's got. I love using his cow tipper.
Yes.
Since he come out with it, been using that. That's pretty good stuff.
Killers,
they've done good.
Rainy's in that house. There he is right there. He's down there. What's up, Mama and Papa Joe? Clarence Joseph's in the house. What's up, buddy? How are you? So you've been at it for 3 years now. You've been to the San Antonio Rodeo. What's one of your biggest? What's your biggest moment up to this point right here now?
I tell you what. Last year we got a last minute invite. 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks before the Royal. Brian Crawford called me and asked me, "Hey man, I can't make the Royal. We just come back from Danny Dietz." And
speaking of Danny Dietz,
he said, "I can't go to the Royal. Are you? Can you go ahead and go cook? Take my spot?" And
stupid beers in the house. He's in San Antonio. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, "Man, you crazy?" I said, "That's 2 weeks away. Some of these people plan, 6-8 months, away." So, anyways, I called Adam, and we'd just been cooking with Adam and Michelle the weekend before, and he had just committed to help out another team. And I said, "All right, don't worry about it. We'll just keep our plans the way we were. We're just gonna go hang out, and I'll go hang out with you guys." He said, "Why don't you ask Michelle?" I said, "Nah, the girls already have they've got a day's plan for them to get hang out there, and they'll do their deal, and I'll just go hang out with you guys." Well, that evening, Michelle, and they called back, and Michelle like, "Hey man, let's do it. What do we got to do?" So I had a couple of drums here, and we did a little raffle, and made enough money to pay our way up there, and we went up. There was no way. I had never done anything like that with the KTBS, and man, we did a good team. She came with me and my wife, and we Uncle Vic was already up there. Mm-hmm. And got our stuff set up, and we flew in and did our thing. Went right across the street to Sam's, bought everything we needed, got set up, and went after it. So I know we ended up with a second place vegetable.
Awesome.
We got to walk the biggest stage in barbecue. That was awesome. That was an awesome.
Any walk out there is great.
And then, we parked we went and sat all the way in the back just because of the shade from the stands.
Yeah.
That was the longest freaking walk to go to that stage, man, but that was a good moment. I'll tell you that grand champion in Hempstead was awesome. That was
big, man. To GC there.
To GC there and get a first perfect score on that port, that was awesome as well. Pretty much. So far right now, I think those have been our biggest moments on those GCs. Getting a back-to-back GC, we went to Kingsville. That was another one with another perfect score. That was awesome as well. So those have been some of the bigger moments. It's been we've had a good ride since January.
We support you have been doing super well, especially in the last 8 weeks. I was just doing the stats for the last 8 weeks, and your name kept popping up. So you've definitely you've found your groove right now, and it's great to see you out there and having some success right now. It's really fun to see. It's really fun to watch from afar, and I'm happy for you. This is cool because there's a lot of strong teams out in this Texas barbecue scene, right? And to get a call, like you mentioned, Hempstead Watermelon Festival, there was 60 some teams. Man. There's a lot of heavy hitters, and honestly, it humbled a lot of those heavy hitters out there, because that's a different kind of contest. For you to come away with a grand champion there is pretty special. I should know. I was a GC the year before, so it is a special event. There are a lot of teams. It is hot. It is a heavy hitter. So to go out there and do that, man, that's a big time contest.
I will tell you
Congratulations on
this.
that.
I thank you. I will tell you this on that one. Something special about that one, and not a lot of people know about this. Only my close friends. But that Saturday morning, I had one, and I used to deal with a lot of anxiety. I haven't had it in a long time, but I had an anxiety attack that Saturday morning.
Wow.
It was so bad. I told my wife, get up. I'm gonna turn my pits off. I take me down to the doctor. I just, I can't even. I was pacing back and forth, and man, I snapped out of it and made shit happen. We
wow.
GC'd it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That just adds to more of the lore of that win out there in Hempstead, man. That's pretty crazy. So you mentioned the drums, you mentioned raffling some of them up. I see that beautiful drum right there to your right. Talk about drum smokers.
So
there's a lot of drum smokers out there.
There is.
These are beautiful drums that you got right there. I want to know a little more about those things, man.
So we I had a big old offset. I mean, this thing was 1/4-inch thick, man. All the steel. That thing was way too heavy to be pulling around. I was still a pop-up warrior, and
mad respect to the pop-up warriors.
Yeah,
bro.
man. I tell you what, in the middle of summer,
especially in this heat, hell yes, hell yes.
So and I really didn't. I couldn't afford to go buy 3, gateways. Gateways always been. So I did a little research and YouTube here and there, looking at stuff, and I decided to build me my own, a drum, which I still use. I call it Old Faithful. I won plenty of contests. with that.
Respect
with
the
that
pop
drum.
up. Hell yes, Matt. Go ahead.
And slowly, I decided, you know what? Let me try this. Let me try that. And I've started building them. And I've had a few friends. Hey, man, you know what? Let me, can I try that out? Let me. I like your drum, and you sell them. I really wasn't doing them or selling them. I just wanted my own drum to cook in. So there for a little bit, I was renting an RV, so it was easier for me to throw everything back in the truck, and then we'd go rent a little trailer and go down the road. But so, anyways, my wife we went to Hempstead 3 years ago. It was the first year we got into it. Full blown with CBA, and she told me, she said, "Man, I love this. I'm hooked, but I want our own trailer, So I found me a toy hauler, and I said, okay, this will be easy to throw all our equipment in there, in the drums. I said, we're just gonna go this route. So I went ahead and built me a whole set of drums, and like I said, I've had some people out there asking, they like the drum that I've got, and obviously they're working because I'm, been doing good on them. So then I built my little shorty for my chicken as my chicken cooker. That sucker's won me my best protein since I started this has always been chicken. So that shorty has won quite a bit. I've built a few here and there for some different friends, and I don't have no sponsors, and you know how expensive this hobby can be.
Yes.
I have 0 sponsors. So I said, all right, well, I mean, I can build one here and there. And, that can help us out on a few entries. And it's helped out here lately because, man, we've been cooking just about every weekend. So I've got a 55-gallon drum. I just come out with this little 30-gallon, which came out pretty cool. I love it. Mark Suarez took he was videoing Kevin and Poteet. Mm-hmm. And hooked it up with a few the little photos.
I saw them; they were beautiful photos. Yeah. Mark is the man. Love Mark.
Yeah, and everybody got to see how that little cooker cooks. So, I've got, like I said, I got a full-time job in the oil field, man.
Yeah.
And then trying to cook every weekend, it's kind of hard to fit everything in. My son Bubba helps me out when he can. So. It's just, and I like, what I do have out there. I mean, they've been winning on it, so that's a good thing as well.
No, it's awesome. They're beautiful. And I know a lot of teams are starting to go over to them, so that's great. How can they find out more about your drums?
All they got to do is inbox me on Facebook, or if you got my number, call me. I mean, I'll make it happen.
All right, cool. Well, you can look him up, Bobby Delgado, on Facebook, and if you're interested in those, you can check them out. But no, they are pretty. That purple one looks nice behind you. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, so I want you to think. Go ahead, Ty. Ty's got a question.
Hey, Bobby, it's good to be able to hear some of your story. I don't see anything behind you there from the Tomball VFW, so you got to come out in October and cook at the Tomball VFW. So when you do all these interviews, because you're on such a hot streak, that some of that Tomball VFW stuff will be in the background. So hopefully we'll see you in October.
I haven't cooked there, but I'll plan on it.
The Thunderdome.
Candy Baines will be doing the promotion for that in October. Thanks. Yeah, hey, it's great to hear it from you.
We got two in October there. We got that one, and we have the PHA event at the end of October. What's up, Morgan Beasley is in the house. Says the turnaround, man. I don't know what that means. All right. I do have some questions. Somebody said ask you about Wilma. Who's Wilma? What's Wilma?
That's Adam.
Adam. He did. So,
no, we'll talk about that at the cook-off. We can come ask me at the cook-off.
No bullshit. You're going to talk about it here in a little bit. I want you to think about. So we ask about the Mount Rushmore, right? You've seen the show. You've been watching. I appreciate you're part of the Gooder Game community. I appreciate that as well. Jared McCrory. Shout out to Jared. He's in the house. Barefoot Cookers. He said, Rob, I'd love to hear from your guest. Who they put on their Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is 4 people that have helped you along the way on your barbecue journey, inspired you somehow. Somebody you may look up to. It could be somebody you don't know, or somebody you've never met. But it just inspired you, or it might be somebody that has just helped you along the way. So I want you to think about that, because I'm going to get Ms. Jenn here and talk about the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. Are you going? Are you going to go to that one?
No, I'm not going to make. How do I say it? I over
committed
committed to what I was going to be doing, and I won't make it. I really wanted to make it this year. Being that it's KCBS,
I
wanted to go and challenge it. My wife and I to go do our first KCBS by ourselves, solo. So, but I ain't gonna be able to make it this year.
Oh damn!
Next year will be different.
Damn. All right. So you. Can you stick around till the second hour? Because I want to come back to you. So you have about a 15-20 minute break. Come back, get you some gummies. Take care of yourself.
I'm getting better.
No, you're great now. You're fine now. I can feel it. It's great. So we'll come back.
This is the first time I've ever been interviewed or anything like that. So
hey, dude, you're awesome. And you deserve it. You deserve it right now, because you're killing it right now. 92,000. Let's hit 100. We need 8 more people to get to 100,000. Are you missing some sponsor money? No, I'm not. I don't believe I am. So please relax. Go get you a drink. Do what you want. And then when you come back, because I want you to be here when we do the Rate My Box. And then you can be here for the power rankings if you're good. Are you cool with that?
I'm good. I'm here.
All right. If you guys have any more questions for our guest tonight, Bobby Delgado of Cuatro D Barbecue and Cuatro D Drums, put them in the comments. We'll have Ty will star them, and then we'll ask him in the second hour, because here in just a second, oh man, she was all set and ready to go. Her screen is blank. So I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. I'll do the upcoming event segment, and we'll come back with Bobby. And we'll do the Rate My Box, and we'll have some more questions of him, and he'll be here for the power rankings. You cool with that, Bobby?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to drop you down. You got about 20 minutes. Take a break. We'll get back to you on the other side of the hour.
Sounds good, man.
All right, Bubba. That was pretty awesome. Jen was ready to go, and now she's blank. Oh, she's back. But I'm going to do the bull printing wrap up recap real quick. And then we'll do the upcoming events segment, because there are quite a few upcoming events that we need to talk about. And then we'll get to the Jen, because there's a big one coming up. The Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. Thank you guys for sticking around. This is awesome. We got 83. 9 of you left. I don't like those people anyway. They needed to get out. They needed to go. But anyway. All right, so let's do it right here. I'm going to pull up this slide. Ty's got some music playing. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Over in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we had one. And Ty, if we have videos for these guys, you know what to do here. Kids Kicking Cancer over in Crosby. That was the only contest in the Champions Barbecue Alliance. And let me tell you, it was hot. I was there. Bill Purvis, I kind of teased it earlier. Bill, for those that don't know, his trailer actually caught fire. Absolutely. It was so hot. But yeah, from his generator plug into the wall in the front of his trailer, I was probably about 50 yards away from Bill cooking. But my wife, Diane, she's like, Phil is running with a fire extinguisher. And Phil ran around the front of Bill's trailer and started firing it up. So I went into my trailer and I grabbed my fire extinguisher. At that point, Phil had ran inside the trailer to make sure it wasn't like there wasn't fire inside the trailer, but I ran outside and it was still flames. So I got to use shout out to Bill Purvis for letting me test my 6-year-old fire extinguisher, because it actually worked. It was good. We put out the fire and then we called 911, and the fire department did come out to check the walls, make sure that everything was on the up and up. But shout out to Bill, man, because he lost power. He was able to have fans in there, but he had no AC. It was 111 degrees, whatever the hell it was. Who knows what the feels like temperature was. It was hot. But Bill overcame that, and he hit not only a first place chicken, which is pretty awesome. He followed that up with a first place rib as well. And then I don't remember what he got in pork, but I do remember what he got in brisket, because it was first place again. Shout out to Bill Purvis over at Chicken Fried Barbecue, the grand champion over in Crosby at the Kids Kicking Cancer event, the RGC. Oh, wait, do we have a video?
This is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show. Boom.
There he is doing his thing, Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, a big grand champion. Congratulations, Bill. The RGC of the weekend in Crosby was Louis Gonzalez with DD Barbecue, who's he's on fire as well. He's doing well. Shout out to Louis Gonzalez. I don't have a video. Louis, he had 5th place pork. Thank you very much. Who got first place pork? That would have been Tom Clark with JC's Good Old Boys. Ty was there. Ty,
I watched his dishes.
Talk about that big first place pork, my man.
I mean, it was cool because, Mr. Purvis won all the other categories, and then it was just cool to see Tom get a walk. I think he got 3rd place in another category, and then to get that first, it was just cool. I'd never I'm usually up doing the awards, so I'd not got to stand with them during awards ever.
Right.
So it was really cool to be able to see that. And then when he got that first place, I was like, yeah, man, let's do this.
No,
I was yelling. I was probably being obnoxious. That whole Crosby crowd probably thinks I'm an obnoxious asshole, but I was just happy for him.
That was awesome. It was fun to see. Congratulations, Tom Clark. Whoop, whoop. Tom did the damn thing. Yes, he did. Badass for Tom. When you start showing boxes, I'll make a video. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, your boxes, they don't make it on here, Louis. I don't know. I'm not what's the word? I'm not shunning you. There it is right there. All right. Over in the IBCA, we had 2 events. The Silsbee Little League Grand Slam, 3rd annual, by the way, grand champion. We've heard this guy's name before. He's been on the show. He was the grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo 2023. That's a big time event. Anybody heard of that event? Well, grand champion of Silsbee was Trey Whitehead from UCI Barbecue. Congratulations. RGC was Steven Sneed, GDOB Barbecue. And then IBCA ventured into Oklahoma, the Beaver County Fair Cow Chip Throwdown Barbecue event. Grand champion, we know Chuck Long over at Texas Rebel Smokehouse. The RGC was Tracy Blue at the Good Stuff Barbecue. Hard to make it through when Brian Fox sends 100. Yes, Brian does send a lot. Thank you, Tony. Tony's got my back. He don't love us, Louis. Like us. I do. I don't know. I get a lot, guys. I'm sorry. I can't. I need to remember who's I'm showing. No favoritism. I'm sorry if I haven't played your or showed your box. Over in the Lone Star Barbecue Society in Fayette County Fair, grand champion David Leffler. Does anybody know David? What is his team name? Also, Brock Otto was the RGC. Lone Star does not put their team names. If you guys know their team names, please put them in the comments. Hold on. That's not the right name for that event. I'm sorry, Outlaw Barbecue Association. But that's not the correct name for that event. But the grand champion of that event was Stephen Peacock from Mac Daddy Q, the RGC Tyler Cannon. There it is, Cannonball Express. Sorry about that name. Somebody knows. Yes. All right. There it is. TC. Yeah. Tyler Cannon. He said, I hadn't cooked in 10 months and I decided to go out and cook in the heat. Yeah, that was not so wise, but hey, you made the best of it with an RGC. Congratulations to all of the winners in the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics Wrap Up Recap. If you need any wrapping, a lot of guys got trailers. I saw Mullet Shakers just got their trailer wrap. If you need a trailer wrap or if you need some banners or anything like that, hook up Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. Contact my boy Cheeto and Mary over at Bull Printing, and they will get you hooked up. Tell them So Smokin Gooder Show sent you. All right, Tony. Love me some Tony. Lone Star. Lone Star's fine. Man, no, Lone Star's fine. Leave them alone. They do. I love Lone Star. They just go about their business and don't say shit. I love it. It's good. They're doing their thing. All right. Let's do some upcoming events. Wrong. Let me pull that back down. Remove from studio. Let me add the slide for the upcoming events segment. Here we go. Upcoming event segment sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, coming up December 8th and 9th, 2023 in Uvalde, Texas. Everybody knows how important that is to go out there because they still need our support. Prayers for Uvalde. Yes, absolutely. If you guys can hear my voice and you have not committed to December 8th and 9th, go out there. They were featured on Barbecue USA. I forgot to talk about Barbecue USA. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But they were featured on Barbecue USA. You know, Tom Fuentes and his crew, Scooter Barbecue, Mama and Papa Joe's were out there. Jackie Milligan, John Segura. Who else was I'm missing one? I think I'm missing one. CJ Bean. It was pretty cool. Yeah, hashtag Barbecue USA. All right, Champions Barbecue Alliance this weekend. We got the barbecue on the banks of the Guadalupe in New Braunfels, Texas. That is a state championship. Over in Odessa, Permian Basin Fair Blowout. It's a 2-day. They got a Saturday and Sunday, day 1 and day 2 over in Odessa. Both of those are state championships. And in Victoria, where I will be, we got the Sombrero Fest, day 1 and day 2. It's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. Barbecue USA, also known as the chicken. They love them some chicken fried barbecue. I tell you what. In Victoria, Texas, Sombrero Fest, day 1 and day 2. That is also a double header. So if you guys, we got Monday off. If you're gonna do a double, and it's always best to have a Monday off. I'll see you there, Brandon. Absolutely. Over in the IBCA, we got the big one, the IBCA Showdown in Hutto, Texas, and then beyond that, the next day on Sunday, we got the IBCA Top 50 Championship. I reached out to the president, or is it what do they call that? The incoming president. There's a word for it. Can't think of it right now. But
President-elect.
There you go. President-elect Dennis Butterworth. I asked him, hey, is there anything I need to know? Or they need to know? People need to know about the IBCA Showdown coming up in Hutto. And he said, yes, please. They are sitting at 85 confirmed teams. Looks like they will hit 100, which would make a payout of $40K. So big time payout. You can sign up and pay on site. We have enough room for 200. So they got plenty of room. They have plenty of activities for the family all weekend, like a movie night, a cornhole tournament, and other games for the kids. And then on Saturday, yes, I have. I was in the background again. Bring me a hat to Victoria. Anyway, the top 50 championship is for the best of the best in IBCA to go against each other to see who truly is the top cook. That contest, the Sunday top 50, is 100% payback with trophies and buckles. Still have time to sign up. The cook-off is on Sunday after the showdown. All right, so that's from the Prez-elect himself, Mr. Dennis Butterworth. So if you guys are still wanting to get into that IBCA annual showdown, they have plenty of room. You can get in and then compete for that IBCA Top 50 Championship in Hutto. All right, here we go. Only have to cook 2 events to make the top 50. Oh my gosh, Brian. All right, here we go. Here we go. In the Lone Star, we have the Cow Kick Cook-Off. Say that fast. Cow Kick Cook-Off in Junction, Texas. That is a state championship. And then when the Outlaw, they don't have anything going on this weekend. All right, that was the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment, sponsored by Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. We're about to talk about a big-time upcoming event next weekend. Mark Suarez will be cooking. All right, the Soul Snatcher himself. What's up, Joey Machado, checking in from Texas Original Charcoal. This guy right here. He's got some cool stuff on the horizon, people. I can't share with you now, but get in where you fit. I know Bobby's using some Texas Original Charcoal. Is that true, Bobby? You're using that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now go back to sleep. We'll get you
Best
just a minute.
ever.
We'll get you in just a minute. All right. So, all right. We're going to bring Jen on here in just a minute, but I did give my good buddies over at Mullet Shakers asked me to talk about their event, which is also the same weekend. Last weekend we had, 2 weekends ago, we had Justin West talking about the Decatur one in Outlaw, which is the same weekend as the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. The reason I can do this because Jen says she's packed. She's full. She's not looking for any more teams. But Friends of Flint it's a state barbecue cook-off. That's going to be the same weekend, next weekend. That's going to be in Spring Branch, Texas, $200 per team, 80% payout. They got lots going on. They got a clay shoot and, of course, the barbecue contest. So if you guys are looking for a place you did not get in at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, check out the Friends of Flint. That's going to be the same weekend, next weekend, September 8th and 9th. You can get in with that, and that is going to be in Spring Branch, and you can get on cbabbq.com and check it out. All right, there we are. Friends of Flint is taken care of. All right, let's bring on Ms Jenn Sewell or Lee. Oh, my bad. That was my bad, Ty. Go ahead, Ty. Can you turn your phone sideways, or are we going to fuck shit up?
No, that was me. I was leaning sideways.
No. Can you turn your phone sideways or will we mess things up?
No, I don't think so.
Boom. All right. We got you. I was worried about it, Jen. I didn't know that we were going to have you on to talk about all of this cool information that we need to share with the Gooder gang. People that are going out there to Waller is going to be at the Jellystone Park out there. Well, you talk. Enough of me. You talk. What's going on next weekend for the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic Cook-Off?
Correct. We move in. The team moves in Thursday morning. We're at 117 teams. Thursday night, I put it online earlier. There is a KCBS CBJ judging class that's going to be held. You can sign up and do that. It's a 4-hour class. So if you want to do it, the link is on the Facebook page. Sign up. Friday. Teams can start moving in at noon on Thursday if they would like. Friday, the gates open at 9 a.m. They can start moving in.
So hold on. So Thursday they can start moving in at noon.
That's correct.
Until Friday. When? Is there a cutoff time?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. And then starting again on Friday at
9 a.m.
9 a.m. they can get back in there.
Correct.
All right. Cool. That's good information.
All right. Then Friday night, we have the MRE turn-in. That's our jackpot and margaritas. I posted earlier on the Danny Dietz page to give people a heads up. The MRE jackpot open is, you have 5 proteins that you can choose from, and they've been listed on there. So kind of start preparing ideas and thoughts on which ones you might draw. Whatever you draw, you're going to get 2 packages. You can put anything you want into it and add to it, but you have to include the MRE, obviously.
There's a question on pulling it. Eddie is going to be coming in after work. What's the latest he can pull in on Friday?
He just reach out to me and let me know. I mean, if it's going to be past 10.
All right. Eddie, did you hear that? If past 10, reach out to Jen and let her know. With her phone size, though, she can't see the comments. Okay. Well, I don't know. She can see the comments if she needs. Okay, so we talked about move-in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Jackpot, Friday night, the MRE open, and margaritas.
So MRE, for people that don't know, is?
Meal ready to eat.
And it's basically a package, right? You get a package.
Yes.
And are they all the same? Or you said you don't know what you're going to get, so they're different, right?
5 different proteins that you can choose from.
Ty, I know you got some background on the MRE.
Yeah, I hate MREs, but like especially like the pork stuff that comes in there, the pork or chicken or like any type of rib they try to put in there and packaged and chunked. Ugh. So
what would
good
you
luck
do
with
to
that.
it? You got any ideas? What would you do to it?
I ate food when I was deployed, not for pleasure, so I never even heated it up. I didn't have time for all that, so I ate it just how it came out of the package, but I didn't like them anyway. So, but good luck with that event.
Come eat some of mine, Ty. Come on out, Bubba. Yes, Bill Purvis makes a good. There is going to be meat inspections for KCBS. So if you're running late, just get with you, and I guess you can arrange for that before. Because I know Eddie. Sometimes he rolls in there late, and then he gets started.
Yeah, well, don't. I mean, all of the cooks have received with the schedule, and it clearly states on there that we have meat inspection that will start Friday morning. So if you come in on Thursday, nope, you got to wait. We can't do meat inspection until Friday.
All right. Rock or something. Okay. So there is a meat inspection, and the event reps or the head judges, whatever they're called, they're going to be there. How late do you know?
We actually do the meat inspection. We have a team.
Cool.
KCBS doesn't do it. It's just required.
Gotcha. So you'll be there late.
I'm not leaving. I move in on Thursday, and I don't leave until Sunday night.
All right, cool. Well, then you should be okay, Eddie, if you need something like that, but to get that done.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, if you guys are attending the Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, and you have any questions for Jen while she's here, please put them in the comments, and Ty will make sure to highlight those, and we will get those up there. So you got a venue change. Why in Jellystone? I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I did see the map. I did see where I was. Real quick, if anybody is in a pet-friendly cabin and you want to swap out of a pet-friendly cabin to a non-pet-friendly cabin, hook me up or hit me up, because I want a pet-friendly cabin. I believe Tony Tanache is coming with me, so I need a pet-friendly cabin. No, but I am going to bring I want to bring my dogs. I want to bring my animals to have some fun out there, but I am in a non-pet-friendly cabin real close to turn in. So that's a bonus. So if you guys are in a pet-friendly cabin and you want to swap with me, hit me up, because I want to swap. And I think Jen's still working on that for me. Maybe she already has that handle, but if not, I'm down for that. All right, so we're in Jellystone. There are slides. There's a pool. There's a bar, swim up bar. A lot of fun stuff for families to go out there and do, which is really cool. I'm excited about that. But as far as the layout for a cook-off, I guess everybody's going to be cooking in front of their spaces or their cabins, just like a normal cook-off, I guess, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Is the map published?
Safety wise, obviously we're all under a burn ban. Fire extinguishers will be inspected. They either need to be new or current. Good thing you emptied your 6-year-old one, Rob. You got to get a new one.
I didn't empty it. I still got 2 seconds of blast in there. 2 seconds is a lot.
The other safety thing is, and I put this in the rules, so if people don't read this, read the rules.
What is it?
You will need to bring, that means you didn't read the rules. Bring a water hose.
No, I did not read that.
Yeah, bring a water hose. It's in the rules. Bring a water hose and bring a nozzle, because the best thing for a grass fire is water. And we are asking everyone to do that. It's been windy. It's extremely dry. And then if you were cooking on drums, they need to be elevated off the ground, either with cinder blocks, pavers. But all of this was in the rules. So I don't want anybody complaining when we come by and do inspections that they didn't see it. So we just need to be really
very important, guys. If you down here, I don't know if y'all can hear her very well, but bring a hose and a nozzle, water hose and a nozzle. And also, if you're cooking on drums, which a lot of us are, put them up off the ground. So bring some pavers or something that you can bring some pavers so you can put your drums off the ground. I did see a question. Are we cooking in our trailers next to the cabins? How's that working? Do you
Correct. Yeah. So each cabin has a large driveway space next to it.
know? Okay, cool.
Pull up next to it, and you don't even have to unhook really, if you don't want to.
I love it. I love it. What else do we need to discuss? KCBS rules apply. So if you are unfamiliar with KCBS,
The link
get with
was
somebody.
The link was in the email that I sent to all the cooks.
Do wheels count as elevated? A lot of these drums have those caster wheels on the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Well, cool. I'm good. I have casters under my drums. So even if they have wheels. So there's the same question right there. Yeah, to Ira Green. Did Ira put a comment, Joey? I didn't see his comment. I don't know. If I'm in one, I'll swap. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm right next to turn in. So that's a win-win. If somebody has a pet-friendly cabin, hit me up because I want to swap out. I'm in a non-pet-friendly cabin.
Golf carts. If they want
golf carts.
So in the emails that you received, you had your cabin number or your RV spot number.
Call the
park. Call the park and give them that spot number, your name, and you can go ahead and reserve your golf cart.
Ty moved me. All right, I'm back. I didn't hear that. Golf carts. What? Go back. Golf carts again. Sorry.
Call the park. Tell them what cabin number you're in and your name. And it was rude, Eddie. And
I'm sorry. I needed a soda. My mouth is perched.
I'm sorry. That was a funny comment. Sorry.
He's right. It was rude.
Sorry.
Bet you wouldn't do that to Bobby, would you?
I didn't mean to be rude. Sorry, Jen. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Golf carts.
For the third time.
Come again.
Call the park. Give them your cabin or RV spot number, and you can rent one or reserve it.
Do you know how much it is? It's probably all in the notes.
No, they just told me today a 4-seater is $68 a day. Random number. And then what'd they call it? A golf cart limo. That's like
6-seater.
Yeah, is $108.
Okay, cool. That's actually pretty reasonable. What would you do if the moon was made of ribs? Okay, I'm not sure what. Okay, sorry, Sean. I didn't follow you. Guys, what did she say about golf carts?
Say it again. What did I say?
He's kidding. He's kidding. All right, everybody's got the golf cart. So if you want them, they're $68 a day for a 4-seater, $108 for a 6-seater. And it's a pretty big venue, right? So there's going to be teams are going to be spread out quite a bit. If you guys did see the map, which I did read the rules. I didn't catch the water hose thing, but the map is pretty wide. There's going to be teams spread out all throughout the park, throughout the venue. The judging room is going to be in what they call the Ranger, or what do they call that?
The Cartoon Cafe / Rec Hall.
Rec Hall, excuse me. Cartoon Cafe. What's going on in there?
Nothing. Judging.
Judging. Okay.
That's what we're going to do. Everything will happen in that building. Awards, judging, all of it.
So everything will happen. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very nice. What else have we not talked about? Payment. If you haven't paid, you can pay on site.
Yeah, I'm on. There's only like 4 people.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. What else did we miss? You can start checking in noon on Thursday up till 10 p.m. Friday 9 a.m. Talk about the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. What this is all about. This is all why we're going.
Yeah. So you had asked earlier, why we switched to KCBS, and it was to get the foundation name across the United States. We've done well in Texas, and we want to. I really can't say how much this year. I'm already in the green, and that's based off of sponsors coming from across the United States.
Beautiful.
And every year before, we struggled to just get sponsors to come in. There's a cook-off or 8 cook-offs every weekend, so somebody's always getting hit up to sponsor something. So it's going to be pretty phenomenal, I think. And it's about Danny's memory. I mean, it's about his sacrifice and what he did and his team members did in Operation Red Wing, and keeping his memory alive and raising money through the grant program to provide assistance, relief, PTSD treatment to veterans, surviving spouses, Gold Star widows, law enforcement, first responders. That's what we do.
Okay.
So if anybody's curious, you know, I know it's always a question, go to our website and you can see the grant tracker program that shows you where every dollar goes. So we want to be very clear, very transparent that they do go to the grants, and you can see what the grants were for and actually where the money is going. So
there's a question right there from Hector. How many bracelets do we get for the park?
4.
Okay. Each team will get 4.
That's
the map is published. You can go to Jellystone
no,
Waller.
not that map. No, we're not going to tell you who's next to you, Bill. It's a surprise.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, we don't know who is where.
You will know tomorrow.
Okay. You will know tomorrow. I am in 266 currently. Hopefully he can fight fires. Any kids? There's no kids queue involved in this?
Yes,
contest?
there is. There's a JPA kids queue. Linda, if you want another cabin, just call the park. It won't be close to the one that you want, or, you know, next to a team, but there are some available. JPA kids queue, that's at 3, I believe, on Saturday. I think they're at 22, 23 kids.
Okay, good. So there's 22, 23 kids registered. It's going to be a JPA event.
Correct.
Do you know what time that happens?
I think it's at 3.
So 3. Okay. So after turn-ins,
Also,
obviously.
in the email was the schedule. It tells you what time all those things are happening.
This is why you're here. Not everybody reads these things because we're barbecuers, right? We show up, we find out where you go to the heads cook meeting, and you learn about these things. Now, some of us, not this guy, read those things that happen. It wasn't me, sorry, but so anything else is gonna? So the heads cook meeting is when on Friday?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. All right.
And we're doing we should be done by 6:30. We're going to do a social hour Friday night, 6:30 to 7:30. There's a lot of teams that are coming in from out of state that don't know people. Good opportunity to meet and greet, and there will be free booze and some finger foods.
Okay, great. You mentioned sponsors. Anybody you want to mention before we let you get out of here? Anything else you want to say? We are capped, right? We don't have any more space.
I was just done. 117.
117. That's the largest ever for the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. Was that correct? That's pretty awesome. Congratulations to you. That's going to be a great time out there. Maybe Bullhorn will get their first ever walk at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. I think this is year 8 for me. 0 for 7. That's bad. That is bad. Maybe we get it. It's everybody. This is well documented. It's my favorite, one of my favorite ones to do. I will always continue to support this event. But I've just had no success there. So maybe that changes this year. Hopefully one of these years it will. Maybe it's this year. We'll see. I'm not even last year I went in with full of confidence. In this year, I don't give a shit right now. Yes, the wife normally reads all that stuff and tells you where you have selected. Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure she did read all of that because she told me where our space was and all of that. So she's the one who notified me. Is like, we don't have a pet friendly cabin. I'm like, are there pet friendly cabins? I did not even know. So again, if anyone has one and wants to swap, hit me up. All right. Any shout outs to sponsors? Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
Oh, that put me on the spot. Yeah, there's so many. The Nashville Bourbon Social Club came through today, such a huge way. Dennis Butterworth, huge sponsor. We greatly appreciate him. I do want to thank our team, Vince, Jeremy, Nip, and Darren Tuman.
Yes.
They've just been tremendous. I mean, the real hard work's about to start, but they've been great getting all this.
Bill had a good question. What's the percentage of certified judges that are going to be at this event that you're?
I look like I'm going to be at about 72%, and that number could go up based off of how many people sign up for the class.
That's a pretty exact number. 72%, Bill Purvis.
We did the math too, so
that was good. You got it down. Well, I'm excited. I think it's going to go down without it. It's going to go down as one of the best ones out there because the venue is going to be neat. So people, you have a social hour like you mentioned, but there is a pool, there's slides, there's a lot of stuff for families to do out there. I have been out there. It's been a few years since I've been out there, but the cabins are going to be really neat. There's, obviously we all have our cookers out there, so people will be able to hang out and do their thing and just get to meet other cookers. So I'm excited for it. I'll be there on Thursday as soon as I can be. Next week, we will go live from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. So we will not have a Wednesday night show. Instead, we will have a Thursday live from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. I want everybody to come. I don't know where we're going to do it yet. Maybe at the cartoon room. Yeah, we may do it there. We may do it at somebody's camp. We may do it from the pool again, like we did at the El Campo Los Lagoon. I don't know. And I don't know who my guests are, but it's going to be somebody, quite a few people that are there. And there's 117 of them out there. So we'll have a lot of
Johnny
people.
Trigg on.
What's that?
You can get Johnny Trigg on. He's
I can get Johnny Trigg on. I had a funny story about Johnny Trigg. I asked him to do at the Uvalde cook-off a couple years back, and he said no. And then I came back and goes, well, tell me what this is about. And I was like, I told him what we were and this and that. And he said, you have 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I'll take 5 minutes. So I got Johnny on stage. I couldn't get the guy off stage. He was talking. Such a nice guy. But yeah, I couldn't get him off the stage. So maybe we'll get Johnny. Yeah. Surprise guest appearance. There you go. Way to tease it, Matt Carr. I don't even know who it is. It is a total surprise. But we'll have a show out there live from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic at Jellystone in Waller, Texas. All right. Did we cover everything that you wanted to cover?
I believe so.
All right. So you can start coming in Thursday. I think there are golf carts or something out there that you can ride.
Yes. Something
like that. Get in. There is a meat inspection. It is KCBS. There is a cook's meeting at 6. Show from there. What else? We good?
We're good.
All right. Well, thank you, Jen. I am looking forward to your event. This will be year 8 for me to cook the Danny Dietz. It might be more than that. I don't know. I'm just trying to give me the benefit of the doubt. Could be year 10 and I'm 0 for 9. So we'll see. But I'm excited to be out there. It's a great cause. Danny Dietz was a badass, like Chris Davis says, and Chris would know. So go out there and support it. If you can't, if you're not signed up for it, come hang out. There's going to be lots for you to do out there. So, all right, Jen. Well, thanks again. I appreciate you supporting us and supporting this show. And we're going to be out there supporting the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic.
We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. There she was, Jenn Sewell with the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic Cook-Off. That's going to be next weekend. Big event. I'm excited for. I hope you guys are going to be in attendance. If you are in attendance, come find me. We'll do that. All righty. Let's bring back Bobby Delgado. There he is from Cuatro D. Bobby, you are not going to be in attendance at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. I am a little upset. A little sad. Where are you going to be?
I'll be there next year. I'm going to be at I'll be in Divine cooking for dang it, what's the name of that cook-off? I've got
is it sanctioned?
Yes, it's our CBA.
Oh, CBA, okay.
Yeah, hang on. I will be, let me see.
Friends of Flint. You should go to that one.
I got a free entry to this one.
Oh, you got a free entry. Okay. Now I see where you're talking. And just, I'm looking it up. I'll probably have it done before you will. Let's see here. Next weekend is Divine.
Bust and Burn.
Bust and Burn.
There it is. Roddy's got it. Bust and Burn. You're going to be there. Who are your boys? Is the whole boys going? Are all the boys going?
No, I'll be there. I think I'll be there by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll be there by myself. Kevin won't even be there. I'll be all there by myself.
Can you read that comment?
Who's Wilma?
Who's Wilma?
Well, my meets yours. Beats yours, I'm sorry.
Well, my
That's
meat
a well, my yes. That's an Adam
Oh, will
Martinez
my
right
meat
there.
beat your? Okay, I got you. Okay. Oh, you hyped it up like it was something really cool and serious and secretive. But will my meat beat yours? Okay, we're good. We're good.
Well, we changed
Kev.
it up. We changed it up over the break.
Oh,
I got my mom watching, my mom and dad watching.
all right,
We
all
changed
right.
it up.
I hear you. Kevin will be in Tilden, so Kevin won't
Yes.
even be at the Danny Dietz Memorial
No.
Classic. There we go. CV Barbosa. He's in the comments. I like it. All right. All right. So we mentioned the Mount Rushmore of barbecue. You know what it's all about. I want to hear yours. You know, somebody that's been in the game for 3 years now. I want to hear what sorry, I'm pulling these up to get these done. I want to hear your Mount Rushmore. Who somebody that's inspired you, somebody you look up to. Who are the 4 people you putting on your Mount Rushmore, my man?
So my first one would be I'll go straight up with Fred Robles. You know, Fred Robles comes I'm originally from the Valley. You know, I grew up 20 minutes away from when, you know, Fred's from, and just seeing all the success and everything what he's done and still going and still doing. So definitely Fred Robles. Another one would be Arnie Tex.
Yeah,
you know, Arnie Tex, he's not into it like he used to be, but kind of what inspired me, you know, when we got into the barbecue cook-off was me and my wife. Him and his wife did everything together. You know, everywhere they went, they did the videos, everything he does now too has always been him and his wife. You know, as a couple.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
And you know, he definitely did. That was something I look. You know, I'd sit there and look at YouTube videos on him all day long before we got this going. You know, so. And then I've got Adam and Michelle Martinez, you know, that's another one. When we come into it, you know, I'd see them on Facebook. I'd see them on people sharing, you know, what they were doing. And like I said, as a couple, me and my wife cooking and coming into this and seeing how Michelle would go cook and he would go cook and then they would cook together. And even though she can kick his butt, you know, all day long. Them right there, amp all the way, man. You know, since I met Adam and Michelle from day one, we've gotten really close, really good friends of ours. And then my 4th one would be I'd go with Matias Serrata. Matias, I'm one of those, honestly, even to this day. I'm not one of those to go and try to get anything I can for free or any advice, you know, something to the extent to where, you know, try to give me what you're doing. But Matias will sit down and talk. I mean, that you know, he's another legend, you know, been in it for a long time.
Oh, Matt's a solid.
Yeah, that's awesome,
a solid,
you know,
Mount Rushmore edition.
He really hadn't cooked. You know, he's one of those. He hadn't cooked for all summer long, and he'll come back out and just tear it up, you know. And his personality, everything's really awesome about him. So, as far as my Mount Rushmore, I think those would be the 4.
That's awesome. So if you had to put one to represent AMP, which face is going on there, Adam or Michelle?
Probably Adam when Michelle's there.
No, they're awesome. They're awesome. That's a great Mount Rushmore. Fred Robles, Arn Segovia, Adam, Michelle, and Matias.
And you know what? That's my raza, man. I mean, we're all, you know, it's been I've always looked up to all of them.
That's awesome. That is great. No, that's a solid Mount Rushmore, my man. And I love hearing everybody's is different. It's really good to get a little insight of the cooker and maybe where they came from, their background, and how they got into barbecue. So it's really cool that you studied some of these YouTube clips. If you're a new cook, give me one thing of advice before we get to your barbecue homie, somebody that's just getting into the game, because we are seeing a lot of influx of new teams. You said you watched YouTube and you checked out some things. Give me one thing of advice for some of these new guys coming in.
I mean, definitely YouTube, but when I jumped into the game, the first thing I was introduced to was the barbecue league.
Yeah.
And and Kevin, my boy Kevin just did a video.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Purvis just did a video. Those will be coming out in the next month. But honestly, that is definitely very helpful for upcoming cook.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the show before. That's $100 for the year.
For the whole year.
And $100 is nothing for the
and
value.
and then throughout the year, whatever content gets added, it's part of that. So it definitely does. I will tell you this: I jumped from IBCA. It was in Shiner was our first CBA.
Yep.
And I didn't know anything about the barbecue league till that cook-off. But in our first CBA, we go to Shiner and there's 78 teams, and I get I think it was a third rib, fourth brisket, and a fifth chicken, and a 35th freaking pork. Because I knew nothing about pork until then. And then we go to Wanda the following week, and I get a fourth place pork. So,
that would have been your first GC,
yeah.
My man.
Oh yeah. So
that would have been it. Mark Suarez in the house, the Soul Snatcher. He is the cameraman behind the barbecue league, or damn it, my bad, Ty. A lot of the videos, he is the cameraman behind there. Yeah, and you're right. He just filmed Kevin Hernandez, and he did Bill Purvis. He's done quite a few of them, and Mark is still editing the league videos from 2020. Hey, Mark has all kinds of videos. Mark needs to put out a little YouTube channel of his own.
Mark should be the grand champion of everybody, man.
Mark's cooking.
Yeah,
Mark is cooking this weekend in Hutto. Yeah, he's cooking in Hutto. So maybe he's got it. Mark is awesome. Mark's done. He was on the Barbecue USA show. Did you watch Barbecue USA?
Yep.
You were in Uvalde. Did you get any airtime out there?
Man, we were in it. The first couple of ones we got at the Royal, where everybody.
Oh, that's right. Y'all were. Y'all were on
everybody
there.
Thought I was holding Michelle's hand, and then
it did look like you were holding her hand. That's like.
And then we were in Uvalde. There was a couple of clips here and there.
Very nice.
But
that's a great show. They just concluded.
See all the barbecue family on there.
They just concluded their last show. It was filmed at the Memphis in May World Championship. Our good friends Grant Pinkerton, who's right now on the screen right now, Pinkerton's Barbecue sponsored the show. If you guys want some good, there's a restaurant in San Antonio. Have you been out there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Oh yeah, it's good. Awesome.
Yeah, Pinkerton's Barbecue in San Antonio and Houston. They went to the Memphis in May. They got some airtime because they walked the big stage for a whole hog. Who would have thunk, right? Texas team going out there doing hog. They got a brisket, or not a brisket, but they got a beef call. He said that they always walk in beef, and we'll be back next year. I saw Fred Robles. I saw Bill Purvis, Grant Pinkerton. It's great to see our peers, right? Mm-hmm. People that we cook against all the time. I don't think that's right. People that we cook against all the time. And it's great that, people like Nick Panagopoulos, who's been on the show. He's the executive producer of Barbecue USA and Simple Alien. And he's got a Barbecue 321 podcast, which is also on this show as well. But it's great because they promote us, man. And we need to support them, guys. If you have not seen Barbecue USA, put it on there, because the more eyes and the more eyeballs that get to it. I know this is our target audience, our barbecue competitors, but share it with your friends. Let them know. I mean, people ask me all the time, why the hell do you go out there and cook every weekend? They don't know what we do. They just see me leave and come back on a Sunday, and they don't know what we do. But Barbecue USA is a show that showcases what we do. And anytime that we can get out in front and, highlight the sport of barbecue, is for the best, man. So we're going to get another influx of teams like Barbecue Pitmasters did for me. That's what got me inspired to do this. You're going to see other teams come in after watching Barbecue USA and then get into this sport of barbecue. So go out there and support it, man, because hopefully a season 3 is coming along, and who knows who else will be on season 3. So
yeah,
good stuff. All right. There's my little post for Barbecue USA. All right, you ready to do some rate my boxes before we get to the power rankings and end this thing?
All right.
All right, here we go. You've seen Rate My Box, right? For those that don't know, we're gonna highlight a box for about 10 seconds. And then and hopefully Louis' boxes on here, because I have no idea whose boxes these are. They send them in and I really don't pay attention. I just download them and put them up there. So if your box is not on here, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just the way they come in. The first one is a brisket box. I know Ty's going to play us some music here. We're going to put this up for 10 seconds and the Gooder Gang do your thing. These are CBA for the most part boxes, but we're going to rate it on a scale of 10 through 7. First one, boom. Again, trying to help. Don't get mean. Don't get rude. Tony, check it out. And I will pull that right now. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Bobby, what do you think about that box?
I'd give it a 9.
You give it a 9. I'd give it a 9 as well. Maybe borderline 8. I don't like that second slice with that cut or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And again, these are all appearance, man. So I'll stick with an 8 as well. Candy, what's up, Candy? Candy's in the house. How are you? All right, we'll pull that one down. The next one, Gooder
What's
Gang.
up, Candy?
Hey, there she is, Candy from the Tomball VFW. The next one is also a brisket box. Belle Clarkson now is with an 8 on that one as well. I will give this one an 8 as well.
I'll give it an 8.
And I would suggest to whoever's box this is to get another knife. If you're using an electric knife, Academy sells the Piranha, and they will not leave those cut marks on the slices. So whoever's box that is, get you a Piranha blade from Academy. And they have 2 different blades. One's like a 12-inch blade. The other's like a 8-inch blade. They will help with cutting out those jagged edges, Mark. ZZ Top fan with a 6. Come on, ZZ Top. All right, the next one is a pork box. This is a KCBS style box. If you want to rank it, let's say on this one, anytime that we see green, it's 9 to 6. So this is a pork KCBS box. Speaking of KCBS, we got the Big Danny Dietz Memorial Classic next weekend. So here's an example of a pork box from KCBS. All right, I'm going to pull this down. 9 being the best score, 6 being the least score. Eddie gives it a 9.
I'm going to give it a 9.
You'll give it a 9. You'll give it a top score on that as well. I will give that a 9 as well. That's it hit all the marks, I think, for a KCBS box. All right, next box looks like a double chicken. So this may be like a Lone Star box. It's a double chicken, and unfortunately, it's not aligned the way we like it. So use your imagination and spin it. The old classic Bill Purvis jailbird chicken is what I'm seeing. I'm going to pull that down right now. Again, this is a 10 through 6 scale. What do you think of that, Bobby?
I'd give it a 9.
You give it a 9? I am not a big fan of the jailbird. So I to me, it's personally, it's a little unnecessary. It does look pretty. I would give that an 8. Sorry, I don't know whose box that was, but I'm just not a Brian with a big 10. There you go, 8. Let's see what the Gooder Gang is doing here. A lot of 9s, 8s. Do those birds have tumors? What? 10. Chuck gives it a 10. And again, if anybody wants to claim these boxes, marked. I don't know if it's a marked box because a lot of teams are doing that now. So I don't think it's so much of a marked box. I just don't personally like it, my opinion. All right, what else we got here? Not a fan of no wingtip. I'm a huge fan of no wingtip, bro. He's in first, chicken. I'm chasing Kevin. I'm right behind him. So he's a team wingtip, team no wingtip. Gooder Gang, are you guys team wingtip or no wingtip? I know we've asked that question before, but let's see it out there. All right, next box. I can't tell what this is. Chicken, KCBS. 9 is your top score. 6 is your bottom score.
I'd give that a 7.
I'm giving that a 9. What don't you like about it?
I guess it's the way the sauce is on it.
It's tackified. I like that kind of look to me. Yeah, to me that shiny look is a little. I like it when it's baked into it or a little cooked into it a little bit more. What do you think of that presentation though? The presentation looks good. I like that. I like that single wing or leg right there in the center. Let's see what the Gooder gang thinks on this one, guys. Ooh, not liking it. 7s. Oh, they're with you. I saw a 9. Who gave it a 9?
The leg off.
Nobody gave it a 9. Only me. I'm a 9 on that one. Yeah, that's why the drum on top looks out of place. See, I like that. I don't know. It's different to me. I like different. There you go. All right. Let's pull this one down. We got about 4 more. And if I don't get to yours, I am sorry. Again, use your... No, this is the way it's placed in the box. These is parallel to the hinge. I'm going to pull that down right now. We'll see what the Gooder gang thinks of that rib box. Brandon is a wingtip man. 7. Yeah, I didn't like that.
Me, I'm going to 7 as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to 7.
Yeah, to me, I didn't. 7's harsh. I'm going to give it an 8. Ooh, Jackie don't play. She said 7. Get that out of here. Chris Davis with a 7. Everybody with a 7 or 8. Bones coming through. What do you mean? Bones are fine. All right, let's go with the next one. This is a pork box. All right, that's going to stay up for 3, 2, 1. Gooder gang, do your thing.
I give that an 8.
I would give that an 8 as well. Man, you guys are harsh with 7s. Tony Tanache is in everybody's head right now. 8, 8, 8, 7. What didn't you like about that box, Bobby?
Just the way the board was. Huh?
I don't know if those were your boxes. If they were, you need some work, Louis. Rent free. Yeah, Tony. I'm sorry. What did you say? What didn't you like about that box?
Just the way the pull is, the way the pull is laid out. Actually, I guess I don't know. I guess it is the pull, the way the pull is laid out.
Josh says he didn't like everything. He hated everything. I don't like the color. I'm with you on that
dark.
one. It's a little dark. All right, next box is up. It's a brisket box. Is that fat on the bottom or is that burn ends? I can't tell. I guess those are burn ends on the bottom. Or is that a slice?
I can't tell. From here, it looks like fat.
Let's see if I can. Oh, that's fat. Okay, so that's the point. I mean, not fat. They need Bill's camera. Yeah. That's the point meat on the bottom of that one. Okay, all right. Jared with a 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'd give that one an 8 as well. Looks like point meat. It is point meat. I had a 8. Christian, my boy Christian in the house. Just put fat faux show. What's up, Susie? Sweet Susie, how are you? 8 from Bell. A Lot of. Okay, we got a 7. ZZ Top fan. He's a fan of ZZ Top, not a fan of these boxes that we're showing tonight. All right, next guy. Next one is up. Rookie boxes. Damn it. Jackie bringing the heat. She said rookie boxes. Where's that? Right there. Look at her. Jackie, for those who don't know, she got her songs banned from CBA because they were too harsh. Jackie goes hard in the paint. All right, let's pull these down here. What else we got? There we go. I'll pull that one down, and we've got 2 more to share with you. I think this is a KCBS box. So 9 is your perfect score. 6 is your lowest poor score.
I'll give that a 9.
I give that a 10, even though I can't. What's your thoughts on those thick slices? I'm a fan. I think if it's cooked correctly,
good, yep.
Yeah, if it's cooked correctly. I mean, look at the shape. Every single one of those is not a rookie box, Jackie. Every single one of those money muscles are identical all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, he's got 10, or he or she has 10 there, and then the pulled is very saucy in the back. That to me is a 9 all day long. What say the Gooder Gang? 9, 9, 9, 9. If anybody rates that less than a 9, Rhett, what the hell, Rhett? Explain yourself. 180. Yeah, that's a perfect score in my opinion. Finally, you show my box. I know for a fact that is not your box. Brian Fox, 8. Fill the box. What's the mathematical class? Looks zen. Yeah. Bill Purvis calling somebody out. That's mine, and it was a 180. Chris Davis claiming it. Chris, that's a beautiful box, and we've got 1 more. Looks like meatloaf. I mean, it kind of does, I guess, but that's pork all day long. Great job, Chris Davis. That is a fine specimen of a pork box. If you guys want to turn in a pork box next week at Danny Dietz, try and recreate this. You would be in good shape. All right. Let's see. Don't like the layout. Okay, Rhett, he says he doesn't like the layout. Okay, cool. Let's see. Here we go. Last box, and it's going to be a chicken one, and then we get to the power rankings, and then we will get out of here. This is the Rate My Box segment on the So Smokin Gooder Show. The next box will be the final box, and it is a chicken box. It's going to be a CBA half chicken. It could be IBCA. IBCA is just doing 1 half chicken, right? It's been a little while. I think they're just doing 1 half chicken. And back to the jailbird. Back to the jailbird. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing. I'm not even going to pull it. I'm just going to keep it up there. What do you think? What? Why? 7? Damn, Eddie. Fucking 7. 7.
I'll give it a 7.
Why do you hate it so much? 8, Belle Clark with an 8. She's being kind. Goddamn sharp beaver. 7, Chris Goodman. 7 from Candy. I want to know what Jackie thinks of this one. 7, way too dark. 9, Chris Davis. All right, he gives it a 9. No one's giving it a 10. I haven't seen a 10 come across here yet. 7 looks dry. That might be Fong's bird, Susie. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Fong's bird. Fong doesn't watch the show anymore. I don't know. I might have pissed Fong off. But, okay. Yeah, that one looked a little... I'm already on record saying I don't like the jailbird, and that one was maybe not executed well as well. -7. Jackie is bringing the heat. 7, too dark. Dead. All right, Jackie's gonna stick to the day. All right, wingtip looks burnt. See, there you go. Can't burn a wingtip if there's no wingtip, people. All right, that was the Rate My Box segment. What do you think of that segment, man? You've been watching the show for a little bit. You like that?
Yeah.
One word answer. I like it. Just one word. Yeah. What do you?
That was a good one. No, I like that, but that one chicken right there was different. That sauce.
Which one?
That
The
sauce
last one?
The last chicken one, yeah.
I didn't mind the sauce. 9s across the board. There it is. Whomever cooked that, good luck in construction. I like Jailbird, but it's flipped the wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go.
You had it flipped around, huh?
Yeah, I guess you need to flip it around. There it was. Okay, so that was the Rate My Box segment. No, we need to find out who that is. Sponsored by Got Your Six Culture. There it is right there. Boom. Back down there. Ty, while you're up, man, talk about Got Your Six while I got a minute. Where's Ty?
Hey, I'm here.
There he is.
Got Your Six Culture is a veteran-owned business. Becky and Matt Johnson own it. He's a Navy senior chief. He served 23 years, I believe, 22 years in the Navy.
Yep.
And so he does a lot of things. And one of the things he does is makes these shirts, and most of the shirts are co-branded to benefit either a veteran service organization or first responder associations, firemen, police, dispatch. That's why you see me wearing all those crazy first responder shirts. So Got Your Six, Becky and Matt Johnson. I'm wearing a Phil Breeden shirt today, LC Barbecue, but most of the time you'll see me. I've got the Got Your Six shirts on. They're great, and money goes back to the veterans. So
you're awesome, Ty. Yeah, that's great,
right,
man. Bell says, "Hi, Ty. We love you." Bell's in the house checking in. Anyone else take their half chickens above 205, or is it just me?
Hi, Bill.
Above 205. Tony Tanache is famously won a first place bird. Yeah, I think he said Tony, right? Tony, you said 205 or at least above 200. Matt and Becky are awesome people. There it is. That bird got it right. Hit a brick wall. Does Got Your Six Culture have a website, Ty? Yeah, Ty, put their website on there in the comments for Chris Davis. He's a veteran. He will support, I'm sure. All right. Pull my chickens around 200. All right. Okay. It is time for the power rankings, everybody. What do you think about the power rankings? You a fan of these, Bobby?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody doing really good out there. I just, deserve to be on that sucker.
So again, the power rankings, just to remind everyone, it's not how you've done throughout the year. The last time we did the power rankings was on the show on June the 28th. We are on October to soon to be September. So we get 8 weeks of events. And I went back and I did a lot of research from all Texas sanctioning bodies. I checked out Lone Star. I checked out Outlaw. I checked out IBCA. And I know about CBA. So I went back to every sanctioning body and I looked at them. Now, unfortunately, like for Outlaw and IBCA, in the 8 weeks, they had some weeks where they didn't even have an event. I know this falls in between, the IBCA meetings, so they didn't have an event. I think there was another weekend where they didn't have an event, maybe 2 weekends. So out of the 8 weeks, I think they only had like 5 events. So it's hard to put that into perspective whenever you're looking at teams that are competing each and every week. Like you, Bobby, you've been out there competing each and every week for the last 8 weeks, even in this heat. So anyway, so I did take that into account and I have my top 10 list. I'm going to remind everybody what the top 10 list looked like back in June. Let's see. One of these is, no, that's the wrong one. That's the KCBS one. Let me remove that. But back in June on the 28th, these are what the power rankings looked like. We had Crooked Crown, an IBCA team doing very well. Nine Finger Q, Ed Foster, who just went to Crosby and did very well. Alley Cats, these guys were all in the top 10 in the IBCA. Texas Old Dust, which was kicking butt at 7th. Canned Heat was doing very well. First Class Barbecue was cooking a lot of IBCA, a lot of events. They were traveling in the last 2 months, so they probably will not make the top 10. This one. Pit Father was doing very well. Chicken Fried was 3, LC 2, and Kevin Hernandez was just on fire leading up to June. So the 8 weeks prior to June. So that's what they look like on June the 28th. Ty, let's play some music, man, because we're about to get into these power rankings. Let me remove that. So that's what they were. That was the reminder. Well, I'm done with the show. I didn't make it. That was last week, Brian. Let's see here. Did I not put your box up there, Brian? I'm sorry. Well, your box would have done well, Brian. I'm sorry. I'm not on these boxes, people. I am just pulling them and posting them up there, and I can only do like 10 at a time because this segment will go too long. All right. Power rankings for June and July. This is 8 weeks of contests. Number 10. And I'm going to give you stats to back these up. And these are why they are in my power rankings. Number 10 right now, Rio Valley Meats. Fred Robles. In the 8 weeks of this span, he has had 4 top 5s out of the 8 weeks. He's had a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 3. So Fred is back on the trail, people, and he's been doing really well. So out of 8 comps, I don't know if he cooked all 8, but out of 8, he hit 4 top 5s and nothing less than a 5th place finish. So number 10, Rio Valley Meats, Fred Robles. Number 9, K&R Pipeline, Willie Richards really has come on strong the last 2 months, hitting 2 GCs of both 60-plus teams. So GCs do carry more weight, right? So he had 2 events out of the top 8. He cooked like 5 out of the 8 weeks. And out of those 5, he hit 2 grand champions of 60-plus team. Number 9, K&R Pipeline, Willie Richards. Number 8, you might know this guy, DD Barbecue. He's had 4 events in the top 10, 2 in the top 10, 2 in the top 5, including an RGC. So DD Barbecue, Louis Gonzalez, hits the 8th spot. In 7th place, this team has 2 GCs and 1 top 10. So 3 out of the other ones, 3 out of the 8 weeks, they GC'd 2 of them. One of them was like an 80-team contest. The other one was another solid 40-team contest, or 50-team contest, excuse me, during the Texas Six-Pack. We're talking about JC's Good Old Boys. JC's Good Old Boys finishes 7th, 2 GCs and a top 10, 7th. So they are in 7th. 6th place. I just showed you the reminder from 2 months ago. This team was sitting in the top spot, but since then, in these last ones, they've had 2 top 10s and a RGC. We're talking about Kevin Hernandez with My Pits Are Burning in the 6th spot. So in 5th place, we've got Sure Shot Barbecue. They've got 3 top 5s and a top 10. Very consistent. Excuse me. They have 4 top 5s and a top 10. So 5 out of the 8 weeks, they have been walking in the top 10, and 3 of them are in the top 5s. We're talking about Sure Shot Barbecue, Josh and Stacy Hale. They have been they've been very consistent on the trail right now. Does anybody have a problem with what you're hearing right now? Bobby, what do you think so far, man?
Awesome, man. Yeah. I think, all of those done really great.
Any names surprising you right now?
No, not at all.
Not at all. I did the research, people. Let's see. I must have been 11th. All right. In 4th place, this team has 5 out of the 8 weeks in the top 10. They've had 2 GCs and a 4th. So not only have they had 5 events out of 8 in the top 10, 2 of them were grand champions. One of them was a 4th place. Who am I talking about, Bobby? I'm talking about Cuatro D Barbecue.
Awesome.
Making in the top 5 in 4th place. Cuatro D Bobby Delgado. Congratulations, my man. You
Thank
deserved
you.
it.
Awesome. Yeah.
You've been leading up to these 8 weeks. Leading up to the 8 weeks, you've been doing well. And then you just caught fire, man. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
This is how you've been doing lately. You deserve it. You deserve it. Top 4, Bobby Delgado.
Awesome.
Yes, and your beautiful wife as well.
Yes,
that's a team. Y'all are a team.
My
Y'all
wife,
are a mom
yeah.
and pop, true
Oh, yeah.
mom and pop team. I love it.
I couldn't do any of this without her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
In third place, we had 5 top 10s and 3 grand championships. So out of the 8 weeks, 5 of them were top 10. 3 of those 5 were grand champions, and we are talking about Texas Oil Dust. Mr. Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust continues to go out and do well in all sanctioning bodies. He had 2 grand champions in CBA. He had 1, I believe, in either Lone Star or IBC. I can't remember what it was, but he's been doing very well. Texas Oil Dust sitting in third place, Aaron Leslie. And in second place, he had 2 top 5s and a GC. This man not only has done that, he's the only one in America to auto qualify for the Jack Daniels Classic. And we're talking about our man, Mr. Bill Purvis from Chicken Fried Barbecue. You can't even burn your trailer down and still go out there and GC a very quality event. So we're talking about Mr. Bill Purvis from Chicken Fried Barbecue. And in the top spot, we had 5 top 5s. 3 of them were grand championships. 1 of them was an RGC, Reserve Grand Championship. So out of the 5 weeks, out of the 8 weeks, 5 of them were top 5s, 3 grand championships, 1 Reserve Grand Championship. Who am I talking about? Bobby, do you know?
It's got to be Philip.
Got to be Philip. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue reclaims the top spot in the So Smokin Gooder Show Texas Power Rankings for July and August. And then just for that, I got to play the clip. Where is it at? I got it, Ty. Boom.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
Honorable mentions. This was a hard list to do. An honorable mention right now is Stacy Brenneman from Bighorn Cookers. He's had 5 top 5s, guys. 5 of them, I'm sorry, 5 top 10s. So out of the 8 weeks, 5 of them he was in the top 10. A lot of them were towards the back end. But hey, he's well on his way, and he was hard to keep off the list. And then lastly, David Leffler. This guy's been killing it in Lone Star. He's had 3 grand championships. I couldn't find his team name. I don't know who it is. David Leffler. If anybody knows his team name, please put him in the comments. Honorable mention. He's in 11th. The guy's just killing out there. So congratulations to all of the top winners that made it to the top 10 of the So Smokin Gooder Show Texas Power Rankings. Again, we got Rio Valley Meats, Fred Robles, K&R Pipeline, Willie Richards, DD Barbecue. We've got JC's Good Old Boys, Kevin Hernandez with My Pits Are Burning. We got Sure Shot Barbecue. Top 5 are going to get their video played. Where's Josh's again? Ty, you got Josh's queued up, or can you get it queued up, please? We'll play Josh's Josh's video, please. Bobby, I need one from you, man, while he's getting that looked up. I need one from you.
This weekend we'll do it.
Now that you cracked the top 4.
We need to get up. Somebody go buy corn.
I'll go buy another bike.
I'm Josh Hill, the corn dog. Hi, Josh.
Hey, this is Josh Hill with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
I have to.
Man, he's just as bad as me.
I have to edit it. No, I know. The Corn Dog King. He gets the old at the end. All right, 4th place, Bobby Delgado. Cuatro D Barbecue. Good job, Bobby. Third place is Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust. And I got his queued up right now.
Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust. And today, you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
There it was, Aaron Leslie. And then in second place, Mr. Chicken Fried Barbecue. There he is right there. Look at that. Big Bill with the Jack Daniels Chicken Fried Barbecue. That man's just killing it. And of course, we got Mr. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. Ty will play that clip, I believe, here in just a second.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
All righty, guys. That is the So Smokin Gooder Show Texas Power Rankings for July and August. We'll probably do this again in 2 months. I like the 8 weeks because you really get a feel for how teams are doing. It's 4 weeks is a little too small of a window. 6 weeks is still a little too small of a window, but 8 weeks, you have a good feel of how teams are doing, how teams are consistently being out there. So shout out to all the people that made the list. I'm going to give a shout out to Stacy Brenneman with Bighorn Cookers, David Leffler, Fred Robles, Willie Richards, Louis Gonzalez, Tom Clark, My Pits Burning, Kevin Hernandez, Sure Shot Barbecue, Josh Hale, Cuatro D, Bobby Delgado, our guest tonight. Tech, it says Oil Dust with Aaron Leslie, Chicken Fried Barbecue, Bill Purvis, and Phil Breeden with LC Barbecue. Congratulations. You guys have deserved that. Well deserved. That was the last one. Well deserved, guys. It was fun making that list. It was fun checking out how you guys are doing right now. These are all the stats that was used to do that. And again, I did check all of the sanctioning bodies. Only problem with IBCA and Outlaw was they didn't have enough events to qualify in the 8 weeks. So I know that now in the fall, once it starts dropping in temperatures, you're going to see all of these sanctioning bodies have events each and every week. So I'm excited to do the power rankings here in 2 months. And then here real soon, we'll update the KCBS power rankings with our good buddy, Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue. All right. I think that's the last order of business. Must cook CBA. Agreed. We cook them all. Hey, yes. And I was looking for names, guys. When I highlighted the team's names that kept repeating each and every week, Bobby, yours name kept popping up, Bubba. You kept winning. You know, even when you weren't winning, you were right outside the top 10, but I saw you were cooking, and I did that for everybody. So somebody that surprised me was Stacy Brenneman. His name kept popping up, man. And it's just, I don't go in looking for names. They appear on me. You know, they appear to me. So that's how we come up there. We need an after show. No after show tonight, guys. It is 2 hours in. We're going to wrap this up. Bobby, what'd you think of your first time on the show, bro? You're definitely more relaxed than when you started. I appreciate it.
The neighbor came over. We shotgun about 10 beers and took a shot, so I was better.
Who came over?
The neighbor.
Oh, the neighbor. Okay, cool.
I'm messing with you. I appreciate you bringing me on the show, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody, any shout outs you want to give before
I definitely
let you
want to
get
give the biggest shout out would be to my wife.
Yes.
My wife is she's the other half of Cuatro D, and she makes it happen every weekend. You know, even though it's 110 degrees, you know. So, and then I got my barbecue brotherhood. I know you don't have that on your show, but my barbecue brotherhood. I got Adam Martinez, Chingon Barbecue Manuel.
Yeah.
Eddie Morales, Big Father, Uncle Vic, and Hector with Lobos Den Barbecue.
Awesome.
CB Barbosa and Kevin Hernandez.
That's a cool group of guys, man.
Yeah.
That's a good, solid group.
All day long. Hey, all day long, every day. That sucker starts at 5 in the morning when Hector's the first one to be at work. So that text keeps blowing up throughout the whole day. He's the first good morning on there. So yeah. Thank you.
I think everybody but CB that you mentioned, I think, has been on that. I made the final table on that list.
I told Louis last week, make sure you send in your resume.
Yeah.
to be on. Hey, and that one is the Mamalo group text, the Mamalo Brotherhood.
I love it, man. That's a great group of people, man, for sure. For sure. And you
Yeah,
guys are killing it out there.
Yeah.
I think everybody on that list but CB has been on the show. So CB, let's go.
He's too busy working. I told him, hey,
I was gonna say
he needs another job, man. Come on,
he needs to start cooking.
Good.
Yeah, so some big events this weekend. We got a double in Odessa, double in Victoria, one out in New Braunfels, and then the IBCA Showdown. That's the big one this weekend in Texas. A lot of teams going out there. Mullet Shakers, y'all were on my short list. Y'all need one more. Y'all need one more. Sorry, but you were there. So IBCA Showdown, again, they still have time. You can still get in on that if you want to go out there. If they make it to 100 teams, they're at 85 right now. So if they get 15 more, they're going to have $40K payout. Go out and support the IBCA and that Showdown. And then I think they have a top 50 as well on Sunday. So a lot of doubles this weekend with the extra day on Monday for the holiday for Labor Day. And the Astros won. They're in first place. Love to see that. So anything else? I think we're good, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show, brother. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You were a natural, buddy. You were nervous about nothing, man.
I was.
It was
Thanks,
awesome.
Man.
We're not closing this out, but I appreciate you, Bobby. Thank you so much, man. And best of luck. What's your goal, man? What's the goal? What you want to do at the end of the year?
I mean, I want to, we decided to chase points. We're in there. And I've got 3 first perfect scores on 3 different categories.
Beautiful. You want to be the first.
And that's going to be a tough one, but that's the goal. I mean, we'll see where it's up. Yeah. And then
brisket's the hardest.
And to end up, stay in that top 10.
Well, you're 9th right now overall. You're knocking on the door of one good weekend, you could be chasing Bill Purvis in 4th place right now. So
Uncle Bill,
man. Yeah. Hey, well, thanks for coming on the show, brother. We appreciate it. You're killing it. Continued success, and keep doing what you're doing, man, because it's fun to watch.
Thank you. We'll see y'all this weekend, man.
And tell your wife I said hello, man.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, guys. Good night. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. All right, Bobby Delgado checking out. Ty Cobb checking in. Ty, what'd you think of that, my man?
That was awesome. I mean, I you can tell that like he's very tight with those guys. And I was going to ask him a question, but I want to ask him in October when he comes. Like he said he started cooking during COVID, so I was wondering if any of the practices that he really got into cooking, like the competition circuit, how has that changed now? Maybe. Hey, let me ask him real quick.
Yeah, he's there.
So did you hear my question? Or
yeah.
So did you pick up any habits that you had to change along the way once some of those rules changed?
Yeah, I did. I did. It just and here's the thing: I was practicing at home, and I realized halfway through, practicing at home. I mean, you can entertain anybody, and anybody can like your food at home, but the real practice was out there on at the competition. So yeah, it definitely did help me out. To do that and sit there and watch the videos and figure out what I did wrong. And so, yeah, it was just homework. That's what it was.
Yeah, I've always likened it with the little group that we always have at the Tomball cook-offs, the 3 or 4 a year they have. So there's such a dynamic between the competition teams and then the small teams in the military. I mean, I'm sure Josh can speak to that. Willie can speak to that. All the veterans that are part of these cook teams, and it's just I love how tight y'all are. It's really cool to see.
I do love seeing that, man. I love how tight you guys are, and then everybody's got their groups, man, and it's fun because we're all cool, right? We all mesh, and it's fun. But it's great to have your own boys, right, and your own crew, man. And I love seeing that with you guys. So
that's what I love about barbecue, man.
It's a lot of good people in barbecue, man. A lot of good people in barbecue.
If I didn't get up, my brother did,
I forgot to ask you, what did you do before barbecue? What was your interest? What was your hobby?
Simplify.
Hanging out, partying, and entertaining people. Barbecue. And we just have the regular hangouts. I've really never had a hobby other than hunting, you know, but
yeah,
barbecue, which we got into, and we're full blown in it, man. There's no looking back. I love it. We love it.
Awesome, brother.
And I love the whole barbecue family.
You're awesome. Much continued success, brother. We'll see you down the line, man, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. I hope to see you in October, sir.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you.
Get them up. All right, Ty. Well, thank you. That was a good question. Absolutely good question. We'll drop him down. There you go. All right. I think that's gonna keep killing it, Bobby. There it is, Willacy County. Yeah, down in the valley. There they are, right there. Yeah, he's doing well. Curtis McBlain, ain't no probably. There it is. All right. So anyway, Gooder Gang, thank you very much for sticking in. A lot of you guys sticked in for that full 2 hours. We had almost 100K Ty tonight. Bobby brought the peeps in, man, and it was a good time. I think that Texas Power Rankings has a little bit to do with it. I think people really like seeing that. We had the Mount Rushmore. I know his barbecue homie is Kevin Hernandez. So good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the barbecue homie stuff.
It's cool.
I like meeting all the groups when they come in. Like when they would come in, they'd pull into Tomball. I like meeting the little groups, getting to know them, and then I met a group out in the back of Tomball, and then I saw them on the TV. They were so quiet when they were at Tomball, and then when they were on TV, they were loud. So I can't remember their names. I'll tell you the after show, but they're funny as hell. They were on Barbecue USA or something, one of those shows I've been watching.
All right, well, let's play some outro music and let's get out of here, my man.
Gotcha.
All right, for producer Ty, who's always doing a great job. Thank you, Ty. You're awesome. My name is Rob Arocha. Thank you guys for sticking around. Again, we almost hit 100K. So it's always great to have the support of you guys. You guys are what make this show. We appreciate it. We love all the interaction from everybody out there and watch the show, man. I love this. So next week, again, no Wednesday show. We are going to go live from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. I don't know who it is, but we'll bring on some fun guests. Maybe Johnny Trigg. Who knows? We'll get some fun guests on the show live. And for those that are going to be at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, come on, let's do a live studio audience. I love it whenever we're able to do that. Watch out for Carly next weekend. Where's Carly going to be? In the Decatur Barbecue Bash. All right, well, good. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. It's always awesome to talk to you every Wednesday night. I appreciate it, but next week we'll be on Thursday night. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching the show. Thank you guys that supported the show by buying one of these amazing, awesome hats. Shout out to Rebranded Promotions for doing that as well. We'll be back next week live, and then 2 weeks we'll have Chris Schaefer on talking the aftermath of the KCBS, and then we'll start preparing for the Royal, because the Royal is coming up quick, and we'll be talking more KCBS as that approaches. All right. Well, thank you very much for producer Ty. My name is Rob Arocha. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week from the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic live. That's going to do it for the show. We are out.